I want you to imagine meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the Day of Judgment, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala making you aware of a tragedy that was going to happen to you but was averted by one of your du'as. You would have never even known that this was potentially going to be a part of your story. You see, a lot of times we trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to relieve us of a hardship that we already know is present in our lives. But of the beauty of that relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that you realize that your du'as that are preventative against hardship are working in your favor every day. And you don't need to see the immediate effect of your du'a to repel that hardship to know that it is happening on a regular basis. So we've already established that there are du'as that change circumstances, and there are du'as that change the way that we deal with circumstances. When it comes to hardship, I actually want us to talk about du'as that remove hardship in a tangible sense, and then we can talk about du'as that help us cope with hardship and change our perspective towards them. And when it comes to these du'as related to hardship, there are du'as we learn from the Prophet ﷺ that are preventative in their nature, and there are du'as that come after the fact. And subhanAllah, of the blessing of Adhkar al-Sabah wal-Masa, the morning remembrances and the evening remembrances, is that they actually include all of these du'as that are preventative in their nature, in relation to pain in this life and punishment in the hereafter. So there are two du'as that have a story behind them that are deeply profound and that should be repeated every single morning and every single evening. The first one is the du'a that Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu narrates from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that a person will not be harmed by anything in the heavens or in the earth if they say every morning and every evening, Bismillah alladhi la yadurru ma'ismihi shay'un fil ardi wala fis sama' wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. That in the name of Allah, with whose name nothing is harmed on earth nor in the heavens, and He is the all-hearing and the all-knowing. So subhanAllah, when you say Bismillah, you are beginning every affair with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with whose name there is no harm that can coexist. Where Allah is, no harm can be. وَهُوَ السَّمِيعُ الْعَلِيمُ. You can't hear or see or know all of what is happening around you and things that are coming your way. Just imagine, subhanAllah, the signal or something that's happening or something that's about to strike you from behind you. You can't see it or hear it or perceive it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees, hears, and perceives everything.